This new season of Dimension 20 has me screaming every single episode because it's just so good. Hello and welcome. Please take a seat. This might be a little bit. Today I want to tell you guys about my predictions slash theories that I have for Dimension 20's newest season, Cloudward Ho. Just a warning, there are spoilers ahead. Normally I like to leave these review analysis videos, especially for ongoing shows, spoiler free, but I can't necessarily talk about theories without giving the reasons why I have these theories, you know? So, just a courtesy and putting it out there. So don't get mad at me in the comments. I have now warned you. I do want to go through a couple of things that I'm really enjoying about this season first. Like, I love that no one's a magic user. Like, this world is supposed to be whimsical but grounded. Like, no one's casting spells, no one's throwing a fireball out. It's really well done. I love what Brennan is doing here. I also love that the only character that kind of has magic is Maria, or Emily's character. And it really makes me wonder if Emily gave Brennan the runaround for every spell that she has, like trying to justify why her character could have this spell, or if Brennan trusts Emily's creative genius to be enough to know that she will have a very good reason or a creative implication for how she can do this spell. And I also love how much you can tell the time and dedication that Brennan put into this campaign. You can see how this is such a passion project for him. The lore is so rich and thought out. The world building is impeccable. It feels like a Starstruck Odyssey in a way. Like, this season was years and years in the making, where Starstruck had years and years of Brennan's mom's world building to build off of. And the passion is reflected in how much detail and drama has gone into the Dungeon Master screen that he has, with the buttons and the dials that everyone can press in the secret compartments with relative items hidden inside. It's all so well thought out and I love it. It feels like Brennan's influence, not just his narrative authority, but the pure love that he has for the season and the soul that he put into the building of the world shines in everything that this set has in it, from the art styles to the Dungeon Master screen. Like, it feels like everyone else who is working on this project, all of the designers, all of the creatives that are behind Brennan, are seeing his passion and putting it forward as well. It's lovely to see. And if we want to gush about the PCs in this campaign, please do so in the comments. I love them all so much. They are so much fun, and that might be a given seeing as they're the Intrepid Heroes, who are some of the most entertaining D&D players in the world. But one thing I do want to mention before getting into the meat of this video is how the Intrepid Heroes are playing this season. It might be because I started my D20 journey just over a year ago. I watched season 1 of Fantasy High not too long ago. So it's like still fresh in my mind, but I can see the clear evolution of their playing style, how they ask questions and tackle the puzzles that Brennan now puts before them. There are still shenanigans afoot, of course, but because they always ask the right questions, eventually, Brennan gives them the answers that they need. My partner is actually the one who pointed this out because this is the first season he's watching of it, and he got a little frustrated that it feels like Brennan is just kind of giving them the answers or giving them whatever they want. But that's just not the case. They are playing the game. They understand Brennan's storytelling style. They understand the passion and the thoughts that are going through his head and the angles that he normally takes now. So they are experienced players, especially at this table. And I love how we can now see that. Anyways, now onto my theories, questions, and predictions. I'm so glad that the latest episode confirmed that there are time shenanigans when it comes to traveling to Zood. I felt like in order for Murdershire, whatever his name is, to have been in Zood long enough to make contact with and even knows the ways of the Eyeless Hand, there had to be time shenanigans. I wonder if this means that Comfrey has been in Zood far longer than anyone believes she has, and what time has done for her. Brennan was heavily hinting at this with the Power Station Temple, and how the bunker was set up. Like, he really tried to drive home that in the 6 months that Comfrey has been missing, there's no way or very little chance that she had this entire operation set up in that timeline. So I wonder what that means going forward. And yeah, what this time in Zood has done to Comfrey. Because she doesn't seem quite right. At least not the same Comfrey that the PCs now, or knew. Another theory that I have is I do not think that Van's arm is the key to stopping whatever nameless god is out there. But I think it's actually the key to bringing it to Zood. One part of me is wondering if the water biangle is evil, or if it's a natural counter to the nameless god. Water is a purifier after all, and this nameless god feels like a plague as deadly as the Queen's smog. So what if Van's ancestors made a deal with the nameless god, and in return they, or one of their descendants, would be the vessel in which to bring it into the world? That would explain the note written by Comfrey saying that Van should never come to Zood because she is the final key that the Eyeless Hand needs. And the way that the water eventually takes all of the Chapmans, it leads me to believe that the water is actively trying to destroy any path that the nameless god could take to coming into reality. The only hiccup in this theory, and something that brings up more questions than anything, is how is Van's hand now an appendage of this god? Is it because she survived whatever happened to her? Or is it like this because she survived and the water biangle is the portal for this nameless god? I guess we'll find out. And continuing with the water biangle theories, Lynn Slay here on TikTok mentioned how Comfrey, or her reflection, could be the Queen of Zern and not whoever this other person might be. And I can totally see that, as water is the world's first mirror. And not just any kind of water, but standing water, the kind where bloodsuckers and disease thrive. So maybe Comfrey traveled through this water biangle, and this created an evil reflection of her. And thanks to time shenanigans, this evil reflection was dropped off in Zern, and is now the evil queen ruling over the mechanical beings there. And then there's Maria's protege, Ludmilla. I think she's alive somewhere, maybe a captive of the Queen of Zern, or more likely, in my opinion, she was taken by the nameless god. Her picture isn't even in negative space in Alethra's reality screen. Her planar vision is classified as NA space, which, looking at past seasons of Dimension 20, when Brennan says the space comes back as NA, it means it's part of a void-like structure. I'm still making my way through Unsleeping City Chapter 2, so forgive me. I don't completely understand that angle, but I do want to bring it up. And I wonder if this means that Ludmilla might be another vessel for this nameless god, or if she's the true counter for this nameless god. Like her potential or spirit is so bright and filled with everything that ever was and ever could be, so she is now a natural counter to a god of nothingness. Or if she has made a deal with the nameless god, like Van Chapman's ancestors did. Ludmilla might actually be the BBEG as the avatar of this nameless god. Maybe Straka kidnapped her during the attack on Maria's ship and brought her to Zern on the Queen's orders to make her this avatar. But due to time shenanigans, she hasn't quite appeared in Zern yet. Either way, I have a sinking suspicion that we're going to be seeing Ludmilla sooner rather than later, and it's not going to be the happiest reunion for Maria. But anyways, what do you guys think? Do any of these theories resonate with you? What theories do you have for this season? And who is your favorite character? I love them all, but I find Maria's story, especially with Ludmilla, to be so compelling. It's just so mysterious and really fun. And how she might be connected to this BBEG that we don't necessarily know who it might be. Anyways, especially as more episodes come out, I will finish this story later.